I am not a crook. That's the famous line. I think it was Richard Nixon, I believe. Anyways, I don't know who's a crook, who's not. If you saw the elections, which I know you did, you followed along with it like the rest of this country, we are pretty divided. But it seems like it's peace and quiet on the streets right now. Joe Biden looks to be the next president of the United States. We had some fun with it. We were in Denver Zapped, and we were fucking with CNN. We were getting a rise out of people, and I tell you what, though, it came down. It was a very, very close race, but it looks like, I guess, we have a new president. Trump is claiming he's seen some fraud and whatnot. We're going to wait on that. I don't know. Good news is, Scooty, though, Zap Podcast is back. And, yeah, it seems like the world's hopefully okay. It's okay. Anyways, we got Dalvin Cook coming in here tonight. Should be a good one. The best running back in the league. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is episode, you know this, I never fucking know, of the Zapped Podcast. And it begins right now. Well, Peter, let's get zapped. Like Christmas, I was in Denver, dude, and it's in the air.
Is that your permanent home now?
I'll be there a lot.
I feel like that's your permanent home.
I'll be there a lot. The girl is real. This is the real deal. I don't want to stress on it, but this might be the one.
I'm happy for you, dude. I really, truly am. I think she's going to help out.
Help out with this podcast driving to number one, or you think it's going to be a detractor?
No, I think it's going to help drive to number one. I think she's going to keep you a little bit organized. She's going to tame you a little bit, maybe a little less time at the local watering holes. I think it's good. I think it's very good, buddy.
There is no taming this dragon, especially.
No,
I tell you what. I know I did take 3 days off, or 4 days off, just completely off everything, and kind of once in a while post something about football, but not real content, commentary, and all that stuff. Honestly, to be honest with you, dude, I felt where this country was at and how divided we were with these elections. Obviously, we just talked about it. You know, it looks like Biden is going to be the next president of the United States, which I'm fine with. I supported Trump for in the certain areas, you know, and there's reasons where I'm like, Trump's a fucking idiot. There's reasons why I supported Biden in certain areas and whatnot. You know, obviously me, I'm big on, you know, I think that this country is, you know, the whole coronavirus thing. If you remember, Scott, we had our game show. We stayed in for the first month. We didn't do fucking anything. And then I went out and I just was like, fuck. I went to New York City. I've been to Chicago. I've been to whatever. And I've been abiding by all the rules, getting tested 7,000 times. And everyone came up negative and blah, blah, blah. Which, by the way, I think I had this thing when we were in Arizona probably.
There's no way in hell you've never had coronavirus.
It doesn't exist if I didn't have it.
Correct.
Right.
That's perfectly so.
And I've gotten tested so many times.
At least 10.
Right. So my thing is this. You go to these street, these mom and pop shops, these small businesses, and you're just like, God almighty, the look on these people's faces of trying to shuffle people in at the right time and put this person this table and this person this table, and we're at 25% capacity max, 6 people at a table. It's like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, all right, let's get the ball rolling here. I guess now after the election, they're saying something about Pfizer just came out with this 90% vaccine shit that. Yeah, I guess that, I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck's going on, but the reason why I was kind of absent with all the commentary and all that stuff is not because I was on a bender or not because I was with the girl. It was just it was not a time where I felt it was I didn't want to laugh. It was weird out there.
Yeah, it really was weird. And to your point of small businesses, even restaurants, they're able to stay open a little bit, 25% capacity. Think about people who own gyms or nail salons and all that shit.
It's brother.
They don't have any type of revenue coming in.
Brother, when I tell you, I actually felt like I was running for office. I did. I was going out there. I'm like, what are you dealing with out here? How are you doing?
Now, is that Bill Clinton or Obama, or a little mix of both?
That was a mix of Bob with everything. I don't know, every president that ever came across. But, I was like, how you doing? Are you all right? Maybe a little Clinton. But no, it's just tough. You see all these people are just so deflated with what's going on with how they built what they built, and they just can't do anything with it because there's just obviously the government's putting a stop to it based on this whole coronavirus thing. So I think that, you look at the plus side of Biden being president, I don't think there's any riots that are going to be taking place in the street, right? I mean, more than likely, I think that there hasn't been, which is great, which shows that, hey, the right is kind of I guess, conceding a little bit. I mean, Trump is obviously a madman, you know.
I think this is far from over.
Which is fucking crazy and scary to think about. But again, dude, I am so fucking done with the politics shit. I'm just done with it. I had fun with it for a little bit, getting a rise out of people. You know me, I like to have some fucking fun. But obviously, this is it's a serious thing that's going on in this country. But at the same time, it's like, Jesus Christ, I can't fucking do it.
What was the public like in Denver? Were they celebrating at all?
Well, when? So, like, it was announced that he was elected president when? It was
I
probably
believe it was Friday.
Friday. There was like a little parade of Biden supporters that came by tooting their horn. It's like, and all that. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that they, there was not really much. It was just kind of just is what it is.
In Los Angeles, it was crazy, man. Like, there was a full-on parade down Santa Monica Boulevard. There was girls in thongs saying, fuck Trump. Like, it was, very, very supportive of Biden, which isn't surprising in Los Angeles. Right. Very blue city. But I was shocked by the parade that came out. But I mean, a lot of people hate Trump. He's a polarizing guy.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. Trump is an absolute fucking reckless. I mean, you put him on a mic. He's not really the guy that you look at like that is a leader of our country, the most powerful person in the world. Yep. Like, I mean, whatever. But there are some things that I stand for that he stands for. There are some things that
of course,
that Biden does that I stand for with that too. But it's like, you just got to pick. Which, obviously, the country did.
The one thing I have a real issue with is when you have finally lost, you need to concede. Like, that is the most presidential thing. You lose in grace, you win in grace. And Trump obviously is not going that route.
So we'll wait and see what happens, I guess, until then. Scotty, we had some good college football this. By the way, we are still, I mean, Steinberg is still, I decided, I said, I got to fuck with Steinberg a little bit here.
Yeah.
He wanted to be in on this Cook interview, I think.
Oh, very badly.
I mean, he was like, okay, man, you're not going to put me in the Cook interview? I'm like, listen, Benedict Arnold allowed to be back in the fucking.
He definitely has to take a short hiatus.
I think what we do is we have the we can bring Steiny back.
Yeah,
no big deal.
You want to have tryouts? Though,
I think we have tryouts. Yeah. I think throughout the upcoming shows we bring in some other people and kind of feel them out, see how they do.
Yep.
Maybe switch it up a little bit. A lot of testosterone in this fucking room.
Tons.
Scott, we got to bring in maybe some good-looking females. They've always done well, and then obviously anytime we have Julia Rose type or maybe Bree Teresi would be good.
Okay, I like these
I don't
names.
think we go down the road of Franco. I don't know if we go there. Now that I've been
Franco virus alert.
I just don't know. I don't know if I can do it.
Franco would be fun to have on, though. I think she would be entertaining for the Zap Nation.
It might affect my current relationship, though, so we might have to just stray away. But you know me, I'm not.
I want you to keep on this path of the relationship. I think it's important.
I am no pussy. Did you see Notre Dame, speaking of the whole coronavirus and all that, after Notre Dame beat Clemson, they all stormed the field like the good old days?
I did see that, yeah.
They packed the field. They all ran out. They got a lot of shit for it, I guess, the school.
It was refreshing to see that, man. Like, I want the world to start returning to normalcy, and rushing the field, that might be step one to, like, hey, let's nip this thing in the bud here.
Wait, what happens? So, like, when all this is said and done, I mean, are we going to still have to wear masks, like, when it's, like, over? I have no fucking idea what I'm talking about.
I think we're going to start taking, like, the China approach where people are going to wear masks in public a lot more often. I don't think it's going to become, like, a regulatory thing where you're going to have to, like, get fined if you're not wearing a mask.
I'm never wearing a fucking... Like, just give me the shot in the arm. Give me the shot in the arm and I'm good. Yeah, once I get that shot in my arm, the fucking vaccine, I'm good. I don't care what it is.
Shocking.
I'm just not... I just can't... The mask thing is just drives me nuts.
How do you deal with, like, holding on to your mask? I feel like you lose masks probably every day.
What are those little paper ones? Like, who...
Those are, like, the medical grade ones,
they snap all the time.
Yeah,
so like they break off, and I had some lady today yell at me on the airplane. I just flew in. I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christmas. I'm like, just give me the fucking shot to my throat. I'm out of here.
I wear my mask probably 95% of the time. I've never had one person say anything to me when I'm not wearing the mask. I get some looks though. I go out running and I don't wear a mask when I run because I'm outside, and I get looks. I definitely
get looks. I mean, I don't think it's what I do is this. My mask whole thing is this. I will wear it. I'll be respectful. I understand that there is a higher chance of somebody that's older of dying from this thing, so I respect that. I put the mask on, but if I'm like 400 feet away from somebody, I'm going to just take it off for a minute to breathe, and then like when I walk by somebody, I'll put it back on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be the complete douchebag that's going to be like, I'm not wearing a fucking mask. Right. Like, I'll play by the rules.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, God, this is getting a little bit fucking suspect. And you know what, dude? This will be the last time I think I want to touch on this.
Yeah.
Unless anything crazy happens, but I just can't take the election shit. I can't take any of it anymore. I was very, I was just like, I got almost like me, me. I'm always like, let's do like content, let's have fun, like blah blah, make funny videos. I couldn't. I just couldn't fucking do it. So I stepped away. We're back in the booth.
We're back, baby.
How many times have I said that, you think?
It's daily, or at least 3 to 4 times weekly.
Yeah. But I feel like this is the time where we actually might really be back.
I think so. I think we got a good momentum rolling here.
We rolled up to number 3, didn't we?
All the way to 3, yeah. All the way to 3. And I think our goal should be to stay in the top 5. And, that's only going to happen when people are liking and subscribing to the pod. So if you enjoy the podcast, give us a like. It helps.
And by the way, too, if you rode my advice with the Dalvin Cook over 1.5 touchdowns, who's on the show later today through PointsBet. So we have a partnership with PointsBet at the Zap Podcast. Obviously, with stuff they do in the gambling space. The promo code is ZAPPED, ZAPPED, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Jersey, coming to Colorado. Click the link in my bio on Instagram, which is Bob Menery, or head over to pointsbet.com. But make sure you put in the promo code, or else I look like a jackass and look like I'm not doing my job. So ZAPPED, those states only, and that's pretty much that, Scooty.
I mean, when PointsBet gets approved in Colorado, I don't think I'll ever see you again in Los Angeles.
Oh my God, dude, I thought about that too. They're like, we just got approved in Colorado, Denver. I'm like, oh boy.
Are we gonna pack up the booth and move to the Rocky Mountains?
I'm already looking for places out there. It's like
surprise me.
we are in some deep waters over there. What else do we have on the list of things to talk about for this show, Scooty?
Well, let's dive into some NFL talk. It was a pretty crazy week of football. You watched the Saints vs. Bucks game at all? Brady got his dick kicked in.
Yeah, I forgot we were a sports show.
Yeah.
Brady got beat bad. It was funny because obviously Breeze and Brady are competing for that touchdown record and whatnot, and Breeze got the best of him. So it's like you don't know yet. It's so fucking wide open right now. The whole entire league. I mean, Seattle's fucking dirty. I think they lost, right? Seattle lost.
Yeah, they lost. Yep.
I mean,
God, how much do they depend on Russell Wilson, man? It's insane.
Well,
that's the only guy they got. Him and DK.
Yeah, but I mean that's enough. Like he's enough. Russell Wilson is enough. He's having a fucking incredible year.
Yeah, it was a shootout, man.
It was a shoot. Well, it normally is with those guys. You know, I mean, Seattle is fucking deadly, but I think like Tampa Bay, I think Kansas City, I think Baltimore. I mean Pittsburgh. By the way, speaking of this, something I really wanted to bring up was: did you see Ben Roethlisberger get out? Did you see him get hurt?
Yes, I did.
We were covering a lot. Did you know who Ben Roethlisberger's backup quarterback is?
I believe it's Rudy, is it not?
It's fucking Mason Rudolph.
So were you... You never wish anybody injury, but were you hoping to see Mason get a few snaps?
I wanted Myles Garrett to appear out of the skies, drop down, and then fuck Rudolph up. No, I'm just kidding. No. I was. I'm always cheering for Rudy.
Yep.
You know what he did with Genie there is a little suspect.
Little snake. We're
still investigating the whole entire thing and how it went down with Genie Bouchard. But the good news is he did come in for a series. He didn't look that great. He just came in quickly, briefly, and then Ben came in. Ben looked bad though. He took a low shot, and he was hurting for a little bit.
That motherfucker will play through anything.
No, dude, he was like literally like limping hard. It was like it stayed in the game after they checked him out, and then after they brought him to the tunnel and they checked him out, and now he's obviously, I think apparently, he's all right. But it's just I was thinking hopefully we can start going to football games soon.
I think that it's a very, very likely possibility, dude.
There's like certain stadiums that have 25% capacity. I think I wanted to go to the Chicago game. I texted my guy. I'm like, hey, can we go to the Chicago game? Yeah. Chicago doesn't allow fans. New England doesn't allow
weird.
fans.
City to city.
The Jets don't allow fans. Kansas City, I think, is actually one of the most that allows. I think 24,000 they allow in. There's a few other ones.
I'm pretty sure Florida. All the Florida teams are pretty open.
Exactly. Jacksonville and whatnot definitely allow people in there.
And the news on the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure they're going to pack it in.
Meaning what?
I think it's just open attendance. Fact check me on it, but I know that there will be fans in attendance for the Super Bowl.
That's what I was curious about, because that's obviously the best thing ever. You got the Sports Illustrated party, you got the Maxim party. We went there with Saquon and all those guys last year. It was fucking awesome. And actually stayed at the guest we have on coming up today, Dalvin.
Yes.
So we walked in the Super Bowl, and obviously Hiller helps Dalvin's career. He helps my career. Zach, who is great, and I stayed at Dalvin's house for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I got a little wild.
You mentioned to me he kept pouring Hennessy shots.
How
many do you think you had there?
I was a Henny guy that weekend.
Yeah.
I was just dumping Henny down my throat with
Henny
the boys.
goes right to my brain, man.
I love it.
I mean, if I slush that shit down, I will be on one.
Yeah, but Super Bowl is great, but I do remember there was a massive rainstorm last year. We were there, and we were all trapped because there was so many people trying to get in this party. And there was not a lot of protection from the rain, and there was a massive rainstorm that came.
Yep.
And we were sprinting from fucking party to party. It was just it was the best time ever, and that was actually my last memory of good times being out to be able to be without the mask, without the COVID shit, was the Super Bowl. So hopefully we can go back this year. I'm definitely going to go this year if there is. Another thing is this, by the way, guys, it is Masters Week, Augusta National.
It's one of your favorites, huh?
I mean, Bryson DeChambeau, I guess, is the guy. Went on ESPN and whatnot. I guess he has a favorable advantage and is the favorite, I believe, to win the Masters, or one of them. The guy has a swing speed of 700 miles per hour now, and he gains 75 pounds, and he just fucking rips the ball. But it's going to be sad hearing no River Magoos at the Masters this year. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's going to suck. I'm not even a golf guy, but when I see the Augusta golf commercials come on, I get a little jazzed up for it. There's nothing like the Masters.
A little piano music and Jim Nance in the background and whatnot. And our guy, John Daly, who's battling cancer right now, always has his little... Don't like to give this company too much credit here. Hooters, but we're Buffalo Wild Wings guys, big competitors. But Hooters always has John post up outside, and John flips his merch out there. And the crazy thing is, like, Augusta, Georgia, when you go there. By the way, I played the best round of golf I've ever played at the Sage Country Club. I think it was next door to Georgia.
Not a bad place to have a good round.
It was nice. You can hear, it's like the shitty Augusta, so it's like directly next to, you can hear the roars while you're playing.
Yep.
So you play your round while like Thursday and Friday is happening, the Masters. You can hear the roars while you're playing your round of golf because it's right next to each other.
That's cool. You feel like you're playing in the Masters a little bit?
I pretended I was like in the Masters, and I'm like, you're just an idiot, normal fucking idiot who will never get that chance.
You ever play Augusta?
I have never played Augusta.
You haven't gotten that invite yet?
I've gotten somewhat invited there a couple times, but then I think I lost it because I guess the thing with Augusta National is you have to not ever ask to play there.
Right.
So when you go to Augusta, there's these guys that wear the green jackets. Yeah. Everybody else is dressed normal. The guys that wear the green jackets are the members of Augusta National. And I remember I went up to him like, hey, dude, I would love to come out here and play sometime to one of the guys. And he just gave me this look. He turned pale as a ghost. And I was like, what is going on here? The guy was like really nice to me. And I guess my buddy pulled me aside. He's like, you can't ask to play here. And like they'll be like, yo, you like Bob asked. You can't ask to play there.
Augusta seems like the ultimate boys club.
Augusta, well, I mean, it's kind of probably uptight. I mean, Augusta's probably a place that you want to go and you want to like. You don't party when you go there.
Exactly.
You know what? You just take it in for the golf.
Yeah.
You're there. There's so much history that's been made there. I mean, from Tiger's run that he had there, and Bubba Watson's shot from that famous buried in that corner on, I think it was, I forget what the hole it was, 15 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of history there, and like that's definitely a bucket list place to play. But I think I lost it.
You ever get into Tiger Woods, the golf video game?
Fuck yeah, dude.
That was the best. The swirling winds of A-Man's Corner.
Oh, dude, I used to shoot like 97 under and just fucking be like, I was dominated that game. I will fuck anybody up in that game. And speaking of everything, we are waiting on. Speaking of video games, by the way, we are waiting for Dalvin Cook to finish off his Madden video game before he comes in here. I'm definitely going to give him a little shit. I know he's the best running back in the league here, but I mean, you got the Zap podcast. You got to be here, Dalvin.
He made us wait a fair amount of time.
I mean, we're still waiting.
But hey, when you're in a tight Madden game, you're in a tight Madden game. You can't just budge away from that.
Dalvin Cook is the best. The best. And I know I say that a lot of people, I actually feel like Trump when I say, like, he's the best. Like, no, but Dalvin's the fucking man. He's been just supportive of us and our little grind and got a little kick out of the shit that we do and never been shitbag titty fuck of the week, I don't think, ever. But you never know, Dalvin. Don't sleep on us, baby. Especially after being late to this Zap podcast right now. Anyway, Scotty, without further ado, let's bring in Dalvin Cook into the show now. We got a lot to talk about. A lot of football left. It's wide open, and let's see where Dalvin's head's at. Scotty, bring him in. We're already going. We're in the zone. I want to know this. I mean, you got a 2:00 appointment here to do the podcast. You're a little late. I've grown old here.
I ain't never get no time. I ain't never get that.
No, that's
I just got on meeting up with Bob. Me and Bob finna have a conversation.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Sorry, I gotta get this thing off my thing off first.
What that is you got on your head?
This is an old Halloween costume, and I was trying to kill time because I was waiting for you. Because apparently, I mean, were you playing a Madden game?
I was playing a Madden game.
Are you a big Madden guy?
I like my skills.
So what does that mean? What does that you like your skills mean?
I like me.
I mean, are you good at Madden? Do you play selfishly? Do you play as
Dalvin? Nah, I know people watching this, so they know what I'm talking about. So I like me.
So you're saying you want that smoke? If you want to play a game Madden, you're open.
Now we talking.
Now, do you play? I wasn't going to get into this, but Madden came up very quickly here, and I got to run through this real quick with you here. I have a list of your Madden rankings, and I want to know your quick feedback before we get into everything. I just want to know, agree or disagree. I'm going to read through each. Dalvin Cook, 95 overall. Agree or disagree?
I can respect that. I'm still getting better each week. So
Speed,
I'm gonna keep going up.
Speed, acceleration, 92. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Strength is the thing that I got to talk to you about. They give you a 74 rating in strength. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't know about the strength part, but some people look at me as a small back, so that's what it probably can be.
Well, you're having an amazing year, and by the way, I was expecting you to come in with more of a dramatic entrance because I remember last time we did the raising money for COVID-19 for relief efforts. You came in, by the way, I don't know if you remember this, in the full football gear.
Yeah.
On the last live show. So I don't know if because the last time I've seen you, I know you were a lot poorer than you were now. What the fuck is this contract that you got? How much did you get?
I got a little something. I got Dalvin money. I got my money.
All right, but you got $63 million?
Yeah.
What do you do? What the fuck? How do you even process that? How do you go from what is $63 million when you get I'm guessing that you got a little chunk of that up front probably and whatnot. When that wire transfer hits, are you just like, I fucking made it?
Yeah, that hit you, but you stick to the basics. You still got to stick to the grind, and that's what I do, man. I stick to the grind and I get to it. So it's there. You got it, so you good.
So what is? I want to get rid of this. So I see you now screwing with our shit. So Christmas is coming around. You're a $63 million man, and now I see you step into the merch game. You're starting to sell the Cookin shit. So
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. You went with the Cook. How did you get the nickname the Cook? Obviously, just based on your last name.
Yeah, and my play too. So you cut the tape on, and you'll be like, yeah, I see why.
But can you? Yeah, I get that. But can you actually cook? Do you know how to cook?
I can do a little something.
Because
I get the job done.
Well, all I remember, Dalvin, is last time I was at your house, Super Bowl, you were nice enough to invite me there and let me sleep there. You didn't cook me shit. You just poured Henny shots down my fucking throat for hours. I was drinking Henny with you every fucking time.
Hey, you know how that goes, man. When we link up, Bob, nothing but good vibes and good memories, my boy.
You are the man. So obviously, massive last 2 weeks for you. Your Vikings right now. What are you guys? 3-5.
3-5.
Big game coming up next week. I mean, look at 858 yards rushing, 12 touchdowns last week. 2 touchdowns, 206 rushing yards. 4 the week before touchdowns. What are your personal goals this year that you'd like to hit?
I really don't set them, to be honest. I set goals each week to get better at something. To get better at something that I really want to get better at this week to attack a defense, and that's just what I do. And I go out there and play, ball out. And
so, this is the Zap podcast, so we go a little. This is not Sports Center, by the way, Dalvin. So we kind of break outside the norm here. But after you've had a couple good weeks of football, are you single, by the way? You got a girl? Is it?
You know how that goes.
Okay, I know how it goes. All right, we'll get too much. What I'm asking you is this. When you have a couple good weeks, do the girls flood into your DMs? Do they come in hot? Because after I do a viral video that goes viral, they come in hot.
Hey, I blocked the noise. I got my agent. He run my account. So, all that's trouble, Bob. I block the noise and I go to work, Bob.
Whoa. Timeout. Reverse. Your agent runs your fucking account? The whole time I thought I'm talking to Dalvin Cook. I think I'm talking to Dalvin. Who is it, Hiller?
Yeah, it's Hiller.
I could just text Hiller. I'm having a conversation with fucking Zach Hiller thinking it's you the whole entire time. This is fucking unbelievable. This is news to me. You guys got a big game next week. You're not out of this yet, right?
No.
You're not throwing in the towel.
Nope.
Bears defense. What do you think of them?
Bears defense, tough. We know we getting ourselves into, so we got to come and play.
Nice. Is it going to be more of a pass-oriented game, or are they going to continue the momentum and give you the football?
It's going to be a physical game. And we can't shy away from that because we know the type of team they is. They're a physical team too, so we gotta try to go in there and match their same type of intensity.
The weird thing is about this year is obviously the whole COVID-19 thing going on, right? You guys, I know that you're kind of like, I've seen you rocking the jewelry. I've seen you do all this stuff. You score a touchdown. It's got to be pretty cool to fucking look into the stadium, celebrate, but there's nobody fucking there anymore. Now, you've thrived, regardless of what you want to say about it. There's been nobody in the stands. You've had probably one of the, the best year of your life, right? Does it matter to you if there's people there or not cheering on along the way?
I know they watching somewhere, TV screen somewhere. And, you got Instagram, you got every social media app to, they're going to see you. So you gotta go out there and just ball out. But
what is it? Sorry, go ahead.
You want them fans for that extra motivation. Yeah, we miss the fans. We definitely do that.
Is it like weird? Is like eerily? Because we don't know. Because I think they pump in when we watch the TV from where we're at. I think they pump in some crowd noise. And I've taken that out a little bit now. They're putting some fans in there, so they're balancing that out. Is it just eerily silent in there, like it's backyard football?
Yeah, you can hear everything. The hits, the whatever somebody's saying. The play calls. You hear it, and it's quiet.
Do you think it benefits you, or is it just you don't give a fuck? You can play either way.
I'm gonna go out there and play anyway.
But does it benefit you think the offense or defense whether you can hear everything?
Well, it's going to benefit the offense. When you get down on the red zone, you don't got those loud crowds. End of the game, you don't got those loud crowds, so it's different.
Mm-hmm. Now you had a big game obviously last week across the sidelines. I know you've been asked it a bunch of times probably this week because you're a hot topic here. Adrian Peterson. What does that guy mean to you when he's across the sidelines? 200 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. You're kind of taking over the league right now. What does it mean to have a guy like AP witness kind of that, right in front of his eyes?
Yeah, that's a lot. And me stepping in, right after him when he left. So that was big because he hold a lot of records and living legend, gonna be a Hall of Famer. So to be out there still on the field with him, just making plays, him watching me, I'm watching him. That's big time.
You in the first 2 games you struggled though, right? You had a couple. I mean, I was looking at your stats. I'm like Scott, Dalvin's good. To my guy here, I'm like he's pretty good. But you had 2 off games at the beginning. What do you think? Was it just getting used to the whole system? Was it because you had 53 yards, 60 yards the first 2 games, and you fucking exploded?
Yeah, the first 2 games we just didn't get the possessions. So we played Green Bay and we had probably about 6 possessions, and we just wasn't getting teams off the field. So we was in the passing game. All game, and we couldn't run a football. So, and that's just how our games was going. And then we got into a rhythm of stopping people and getting us back on the field, and we was able to run a football.
The vision thing is a big thing. We had Christian McCaffrey on the show, and he had have you ever done this thing? Because me and Christian had a bet, and long story short, he goes in this like fucking thing that spins you around in circles. You ever heard of that thing? That like machine that spins you around. It's like you're going to outer space. You're looking at me like you have no idea what I'm talking about.
It's for your blood flow or something like that, right? I know what machine you talk about. Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Nah, I haven't did that one.
All right, I highly recommend not doing it because it looks fucking intense. But all right, so look I have a lot of guys that are fucking mad at you because they're playing against you in fantasy football and you're fucking them up. I have a lot of people that love you, my fans that love you because you're fucking killing it for them. What's your pregame ritual like?
I try to get to the stadium by like an hour before the game.
So if you got Dalvin, you got Sunday Night Football, right? If you got a Sunday Night Football game, and so what do you're waking up? Are you staying on the same meal routine? Are you staying up? Basically, we're trying to figure out how you're so good. That's basically what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah. My body's got used to my routine, so I get up, I eat eggs and bacon before every game. Like no matter if it's nighttime, daytime, I eat eggs and bacon. And I hydrate, and I really just relax my mind, to be honest, before the madness come. And I think that's what it's all about, calming your body down and then just going out there and play. I don't do nothing special, to be honest. I think what you put in your body is the most important thing, and I think me sticking to that is important.
I love how, as you say that was the worst timing ever. Dalvin's like, whatever you put in your body is very important. I'm drinking a fucking White Claw, right?
Nah, I respect you though, Bob. Get in your vibe.
You got to do what you got to do. All right, let's talk some fun stuff. Who's got the best personality in the Vikings? Who's the funniest fucking guy in the Vikings?
The funniest guy in the Vikings? Oh, man. That's tough right there.
The Cousins? What is Cousins like? Is he a little bit of a stiff? Is he funny? Is he?
He funny. He have his times. He's a quarterback. A lot on his plate. So, they kind of, more disciplined to what they're doing because they got a lot of stuff going on. But he got his personality. I don't know. It's a lot of guys on our team. We got a lot of young guys on our team. So yeah, Justin Jefferson. All those guys, young guys on our team.
Jefferson's the guy I got to go get. I got to hire Jefferson after football to come on our network. I'm trying to scope talent, Dalvin. That's why I'm trying to find the funny guys.
Yeah, we got some guys on our team.
All right. So what do you think, speaking of the quarterback, obviously Cousins, it's kind of up in the air. There's a lot of people in the Vikings organization, fans and whatnot, that are like, fuck Cousins. He's been shitbag titty fuck of the week multiple times on our thing. What's your take on Kirk Cousins as a quarterback?
That's my guy. No, you can't, the quarterback going to take a lot. So, we obviously he wasn't playing good football to start it off, and he was honest with himself, and that's what I respect about him more. He willing to get better and just block the noise out. So, we all getting better at the same time, and I reckon going to show that eventually.
So you guys are still you're confident. Vikings, they're trending in the right direction. It's fucking big game against the Bears, but you have to admit it's a like anything else now. Time's obviously running out. It's a must win next week.
Yeah, it's a big game. We know that.
You guys go to Chicago, correct?
Monday night football.
The funny thing is, like, it's Monday night. There's fucking nobody there.
We played a Sunday night. Get the Seahawks. No fans. Like, it was like, you just think it's a regular game.
I mean, regular game though. It's like, dude, I can't get over it in my mind. I'm like, bro, there's nobody fucking there. It's like street ball, right? It's just playing.
Yeah, it's like playing throw up tackle in the backyard, like a regular scrimmage.
Yeah. So we were, I was boys. Obviously, you came back you had an injury in 2017, right? You had your ACL injury.
Yeah.
Obviously, Saquon and I, and what happened to him, it fucking sucks. You put your heart and soul into the whole entire fucking building up the season, and something like that happens. How do you bounce back from an injury like that? Is it always lingering in your head that, hey, this happened? Or like, I had this injury occur, and, like I had an ACL injury. It took me out for the year. Is it like, it's part of the game, obviously, but at the end of the day, does that fuck with your head at all?
With me, nah. Like, I know I'm good. Like, I done played 2-3 seasons already, so I know I'm good. But that starting process, is in the back of your mind. It's gonna be some things you do. You're gonna be like, yeah, I had ACL surgery. You're gonna know, like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in the back of your head. But once you get put in certain situations and you see, like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, my leg all right, it's fixed. Like, once that start like clicking in your head, I think that's when you take the next step of just like really just letting it loose.
Now, the quarterback calls all like the audibles and shit, right? Is there ever a time where you're there and you're like, I fucking see something. Give me the ball. Is there like something that you can say to Cousins or signal off that like, hey, give me the football? Or does Cousins kind of run the show? Like if we're on the 6-yard line, we're in the red zone, and you see something. Can you ever audible something to the coach or him and be like, get me the football? I don't know how it works.
Hey,
fucking ask
I wish, hey, Bob, sometimes I be seeing something like that, but that's Kirk's job. We got like, sometimes we'll go to the line of scrimmage and then it'll be like, we got a play set up for a defense, but if we see him line up in this, Kirk got an automatic check to go to something else once we see what they in. So it's like stuff we have built in to beat what they got in front of us.
Sweet, you're kind of like, I'm not being a dick, but you kind of like Kirk Cousins' bitch? Is that what it is? He calls the shots?
He the big dog. The quarterback get paid the top dollar. The quarterback get paid to run the show. They got a lot on their plate.
But if he makes the wrong call and he decides to throw the football and he makes an errant pass, do you ever give him that look that's like, come on, you should have given me the fucking football?
That's part of being a competitor. And I think, playing at this level, you can't take things personal. Everybody, gonna have their ups and downs. That's what comes with building those relationships. I have my time, and everybody do. So yeah, I do.
So I always ask the question, everybody that plays, I don't know why it intrigues me or whatever, I ask everybody. This year alone, though, what's the hardest hit you've taken this year?
The hardest hit I took this year?
Who hit you?
I think you're trying to jinx me, Bob.
No. I'm on your side, Dalvin. You showed nothing but respect to us in the network. We fucking want you to fucking...
Okay. I haven't really got hit hard this year, to be honest. Like I just haven't. Like, it's...
All right. The attitude that you kind of give is that kind of, you got that cocky, but like you got that thing about you. So that's a fine answer. I just didn't know who you got. Like we talked to, who was it before that said they got, so back in the day, remember the, who was it? The Seattle defense. What are they called? The Legion of Boom.
The Legion of Boom.
I forget who we were talking to. I think it was Earl Thomas came across and just fucking popped them across the middle. So I thought you were going to give me somebody that smoked you that you could at least admit to that,
Nah, nobody ain't going down like that.
All right. Well, all right. What team scares you the most in the NFC East? Or excuse me, the NFC Central.
I think it's always playing against Aaron Rodgers. You never know, like, who you getting. I think we was planning this past game a week ago, and they got the ball back with like 20 seconds, no timeout, and you hear the defense run off the field like, oh, y'all done gave the ball back to Aaron Rodgers. Like they got so much faith in him, like, and it's crazy. And he scared me to death when he got the ball in his hand.
So how does your life change based on, like, when you're getting, some momentum? Obviously, you're playing great football. You're fucking the talk of the town right now. Does your phone just blow up right now from every fucking interview across everywhere that wants to grab you and talk to you? Is that opposed to if you were having just like a mediocre season? I've heard your phone go off 55 times. That's why I'm saying it. Are you getting just pulled out from everywhere to do different interviews and whatnot?
Yeah, interviews and the PR department, they kind of like scale it down for me, and they know, like, because I'm big on my routine, so they know, like, I probably do like 3 a week. If I have like a big game, probably be 4 the tops. So they keep it kind of short.
I can't believe you actually took the time to talk to us. I mean, we're little fish out here, Dalvin. We appreciate that. I mean,
we good, Bob. We good, Bob.
For little guys like us.
Hey, we good, Bob. Anytime for you.
Well, don't say that, because I think I've already asked you, and apparently I've been talking to fucking Hiller the whole time. But I guess I'm gonna keep asking you.
That's the guy though. That's the guy.
Zach is the best. Actually, you know what? It's funny. Me and you kind of have the same little bit of a team there, I think. So
yeah, what's up.
Hopefully we can both stay up. I mean, look, at plain and simple as this, Dalvin. We wish you the best of luck. We're fucking always cheering for you. You've been there for us day in and day out. I want to know this, though. I just go to link in your bio on Instagram. I can figure out how to buy your shit, because I had your shirt and your sweatshirt before. There it is. Boom. Right there. You're better looking in person. I don't know who did that design. You're a better looking guy than that. But that's his logo right there on his hat. As you can tell, that is Dalvin Cook, the #1 running back. I don't think it's up for debate right now. Fuck it. In the league. Dalvin, we thank you so much for joining us on the Zap podcast today. Now we'll get back to getting your ass whooped in Madden.
Appreciate you, Bob. Anytime, my guy.
Love you, baby. Peace out.
Yes, sir.
My guy. All right, well, that was Dalvin Cook. We in a big game next week against the Bears. We might be in Chicago. I'm not sure yet, but we might be pumping sports gambling in Chicago. Might be bringing, like we said, the Zap podcast on the road.
It's one of my goals with the Zap podcast. I really want to start selling out.
What are you talking about? We've already done it, Scott.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like going to comedy clubs and like theaters and like actually doing it for real.
What, are we going to fucking dress up as Peter Pan and fucking fly through the roof and just say we're fucking Zap
I'll dress
podcast?
up as whatever the fuck you want, as long as we can perform to an audience.
All right. Maybe we can do it.
I think it'd be fun.
That was Dalvin. He was a little shut off in this interview there. I think he's just focused on football, as you can tell. Either that or he just didn't want to talk to an idiot like me. But, is what it is. Yeah. Great dude. We love Dalvin. We wish him the best the rest of the season and the remainder of the season. And we have I just got our next guest. It's a very interesting guy that I think he's going to be one of the best wide receivers in football.
Who's that?
Kyle Pitts.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I know you haven't, Scott. A lot of people have, though. Wide receiver for the Florida Gators. He's built like a fucking house. And just go look up Kyle Pitts on Google.
How'd this come about?
I just have been following. I mean, I've just seen Kyle's name everywhere in the fucking headlines. And Kyle, and they just had a big game against Georgia. Obviously, he got lit up across the middle. He got a fucking dirty ass hit. Coming one of those just routes that you take, you're cutting across the middle, and then one of the safeties it was a dirty ass hit. Yeah, Georgia, the I forget, it was cornerback or safety, just popped him helmet to helmet. He got knocked out, sidelined for the game. But it'll be interesting to have a college athlete in here.
I was gonna say, I like the idea of having college athletes on. We kind of have a younger demographic, gives them a platform to talk about whatever they want to get off their chest. So I like the idea.
Yeah, no, we just sprinkle everybody. It doesn't matter, college athlete. Who knows? You just never know who the guests will be on this on the Zap podcast. For the reason being, normally I panic in last minute. I just have to grab somebody quick. But guess what? Dalvin Cook's a good one that we grabbed last minute.
Amazing. He runs fucking hard, man. I was watching some of his highlights. He trucks people more than he gets tackled.
That's why I agree with his strength rating on fucking on the Madden game.
He fucking runs through people.
Well, they did an updated thing actually. Chad Ochocinco, I think, with Bleacher Report did an updated Madden, what his numbers now should be based on his season, and they all obviously skyrocketed through the roof. Dude, I gotta admit something to you. I was in Denver obviously with a girl, and I was watching this movie. Have you ever seen Vivarium?
I have not.
Dude, I've seen this movie. For some reason, I buy it every time in a hotel. I've spent $350 on this movie.
Why?
I don't know what it is. It's the most fascinating movie. If you haven't seen it yet, Vivarium. 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 It's with Jesse Eisenberg and I forget the actress's name.
I do love Jesse Eisenberg. Great actor.
It's just an interesting concept. They just roll up. They're looking for a new house. They go to this realtor. The realtor, I think, is like the devil. And I'm not joking. I don't fucking know. Like, he's like the devil. He's like a weird dude. Brings them into this neighborhood. They walk through, get taken throughout this whole entire neighborhood to see the house and the whole neighborhood, whatever. Then the dude just bounces and they're stuck in this house. And they try and leave. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? We can't leave. And they keep ending up at the same house, house number 9. And then they get Jesse Eisenberg gets so frustrated, lights the fucking house on fire. They wake up on the street. I don't want to ruin the whole movie. But then there's a baby there, and I think the baby's the devil, and they have to raise the devil in order to get out of there.
What's up with you and the devil?
I mean, he's flirting around the house a lot. Normally when Latest comes out, Latest has been pretty behaved lately with the gambling stuff.
Yeah,
but,
the walls turn red.
The walls turn red, and the movie, anything about the devil I like, which, by the way, I stayed at the Ritz-Carlton in Chicago. In Ritz-Carlton Sounds, or in Denver. The fucking thing was haunted, dude. It had this thing that would breathe out of the wall. Like, I don't know if it was...
Ritz-Carltons are like top-of-the-line hotels.
I know,
so
but
you're saying it's fucking haunted?
Dude, every fucking hotel I stay at is haunted. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It was with me and fucking ghosts. I didn't believe in ghosts until I stayed at that fucking Garrison Inn. Then showers started turning on randomly, and I was just like, all right, now... Do you believe in ghosts?
I've never seen a ghost. I feel like there's spirits around. I don't think that like you're gonna see an actual person like walk into a room.
If I died tomorrow and I became a ghost, I would haunt the shit out of you and Aaron, obviously.
I mean, I would expect you to.
I would like float around, and be like, "Zup, podcast, Aaron, Nelk boys, Nelk boys," and just float around him at all times.
You would be an obnoxious ghost.
Oh, I would not stop.
You would not stop.
Like, and I don't think ghosts sleep.
Yeah, and like your voice is so great to be a ghost.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can talk. There's a lot of. I don't know if you can talk as a ghost.
Oh, you don't know ghost protocol.
Yeah, no, I don't know yet.
I'm pretty sure you can talk.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, then I will fuck your life up, and I will fuck Aaron's life up badly. If I die tomorrow, I will be a ghost, and I will haunt the shit out of everybody.
I do feel like Aaron will get the worst of it. Like, you'll scare the shit out of Aaron. You'll just come down and, like, visit me to say
Yeah, I'll pop in and just get a quick fix from you. Like, once in a while, like, ah! And then, like, that's it. But then Aaron, I'll just fucking haunt. Like, it's the Blair Witch Project, and he can't get out of it. Anyway, Scott, let's go over to our voicemail segment real quick. I know that. What is the number, by the way?
The number is 213-293-9711. I'm still working on that jingle. We're going to get a good jingle going at some point.
213-243-9711. All right, cool. I like it.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad.
Could be better than that, but all right, let's go right to the voicemail and see what the people have to say.
Yeah, I think you should leave Steiny on the podcast. I think he just will bring some value. I mean, just being associated with the Nelk Boys itself adds entertainment to everything. So I give Steiny the approval.
Yeah, no, it's obviously a discussion that we're having. I mean, I don't think we need really association with the Nelk Boys. I think we're pretty good with them, but we just have to debate on what the audience wants. If the audience wants Steinberg back in, then, we got to bring him back. But if they don't, they don't. And we put up a poll with him and Bounce Back, and it was slided towards Bounce Back a little bit. I don't think Timmy will do it unless he's paid $7,000 trillion per episode, I guess.
Well, he's a real Hollywood actor.
He is a real Hollywood actor, and we love that about Tim. And but his price is very expensive to come on here, I guess.
Were you surprised at how many DMs did come in support of Aaron? I've seen a ton on the Zap Podcast Instagram page.
I have not really seen. I mine have been kind of divided, so it might have been like more 50-50.
Yeah.
Like fuck him or like love him. I mean, I love Aaron at the end of the day. I want what's best for the show and the audience. That's all I care about.
I agree.
I want what's best for them. But if the girl, if you guys out there and everything, whatever, want to see some good looking girls as a co-host and kind of fool around a little bit and bring in some different co-hosts to fill the spot, I think that's where we're going with this.
Okay.
I think Aaron can definitely come back at any time he wants and be like a little character in it. But at the end of the day, if we don't have his full attention and it's hard to kind of just have him commit to the show. If, what happens if he's in the middle of a podcast episode and Steve will do it, calls him and needs something done?
You bring up a very good point.
I don't want
think his alliance is with the Zap Podcast. I think it's with Steve will do it, which is fair.
Which is fine. We already granted our blessing. But I'm just saying that I don't want to interfere with their stuff and all that. I just think it's too tangled.
Yeah.
I think it's better off to just keep Steiny in the bullpen. And when we need Steiny to, come in, we zap him in there.
Him in.
And then until then, we'll kind of just navigate throughout the whole entire IG models section and try and figure out who we can bring in here. Male models, too, by the way. We're definitely fine with male models as well.
You really never know, too, when, Steve's girlfriend is going to need a mani-pedi setup or any type of scheduling thing. So, I mean,
Do you know the list of what he's doing with them?
I think a lot of stuff is scheduling for Steve's girlfriend, doing like odd tasks for Steve, getting his car washed. You know, the typical assistant stuff.
Yeah, which is fine, which is good. I mean, Nelk's killing it. They have that new thing now that they're doing the Nelk Club and all that.
Yeah,
they're doing great work. And we just got back actually from Vegas. Me, Timmy, and Steve went to
Red Rock.
Excuse me. Yeah, in Vegas. It was a good time we had. I didn't gamble that much though. I took some time. Yeah, I got hit hard at the Encore, so I took a break.
Yeah,
I took a break.
It's probably for the best when the juju's not flowing.
Juju is not flowing.
It's got to come naturally. You cannot force.
Yeah, no, you can't force it. All right, what's next? Who we got next?
Hey, Bob. If there was one sport that you would have to get rid of, what sport would it be and why? Thanks. Hope all is well.
What do you think?
Well, I'm sorry. I was talking to Mason Rudolph. I was trying to get him on the show right now for a bonus at the end. I said, come on the show. Let's go. I sent him the link, and I try to get him on the show. We'll see if Mason will be receptive of that.
That'd be a great episode.
Well, not an episode. No, we'll just have him sprinkle at the end. We can't give Mason too much clout here.
Okay.
Mason came in hot.
You don't want to give him the full platform.
We can't give him the full episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's already got enough going.
I'd rather, no. We're gonna let that one, whatever. But what did the voicemail say, Scott?
If you could get rid of any sport, what sport would you want to get rid of? So you got to kill one.
I'm gonna get reamed for it. I mean, I could be the pussy route and be like, you know what, I really like. I don't want to say soccer, but like the thing with me is I just don't follow soccer. I haven't taken the time to really enjoy soccer.
Not a World Cup fan when the World Cup comes around.
Even when the World Cup was on, I am not really that into it.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying eliminate it because a lot of people care about it. I mean. You know what? Fuck it. Tennis. Let's get rid of tennis.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just not for me.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Kenny Powers route, marathon running. Like, who wants to be the best at
exercising?
That
count? Marathon running counts as a sport?
Of course.
All right, then fucking get rid of marathon
If it's in the Olympics, it's a fucking sport.
All right, we'll get rid of that one then. I'll take that.
All right, moving on.
Next one. We need to get Rudy in here badly. I'm trying to get him on.
Hi, Bob, Scooty, Aaron. This is Marina in Tacoma, Washington. So I got one question for you. Tom Brady, Cam Newton, Julia Rose. Fuck, marry, kill. Ready, go. Let us know. Keep up the good work. Bye.
Scott, you go first.
All right, I am going to kill Cam Newton. I'm going to marry Tom Brady, and I'm going to fuck Julia Rose.
I'm going to kill Tom Brady. I'm going to fuck Cam Newton. I'm going to marry Julia Rose just because I feel like if it's a one-off fucking Julia Rose, like I'm only going to get to fuck her once.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a performance of the year. Like,
but if I marry Julia Rose, though, I'm going to get to sleep with her multiple times, right?
Yeah, you would think.
Right. So
maybe you get married and she just never puts out, and she's like, I had to marry you, but I never agreed to fucking you.
Yeah, no, there's different ways you can look at it. Look, obviously killing Tom Brady is just, kind of the obvious what he did.
He gave you so much joy.
I get it, but I got limited options here, and I got to go with fucking Brady to kill him, all right? He's out. We have to take out Brady.
Killing the golden
We'll do it in a nice way. A
scary.
little blow dart to the neck, and then that's it. Yes, and then we're going to marry Rose for the long, sustained sexual intercourse that will take place. And then we're going to fuck the shit out of Cam Newton. That's right. The new quarterback for the New England Patriots, even though he fumbled at the end of the game against Buffalo, which was such a fucking crucial fumble at the wrong fucking time.
He's got a big tilt tonight, man. Big Monday Night Football game.
God, I'm so... as shitty of a game as it is, and you guys, the game will already have happened because this episode we record the day before and release it, obviously, in the morning.
Yep.
I truly believe that the Patriots are going to, and mark my words, I think the Patriots are going to run over the Jets tonight.
Really?
I think that it's like, I just think that team, with the way they lost, and knowing Belichick, and knowing how much of a competitor he is, and knowing what Cam Newton's in a contract year and playing for another year, like every game matters, regardless, obviously. And I think the Jets are at a time where they're like, fuck it, 0-8? All right, 0-9. Like, it doesn't really matter as much.
Yeah.
That first-round draft pick could be very valuable. So at the same time, as much as the players are going to be playing out of their ass, I just think New England has the edge, and that's why they're obviously favoring the game. No matter where home field is now, I don't think it matters. Like, it doesn't matter if you're playing in fucking Jet Stadium, Patriot, it doesn't matter. There's nobody fucking there, whatever.
No
Travel might have a little bit of an impact on it, but I don't think it's moving the lines as much anymore. I think it's going to be a very, very... I really think it's like a blowout game. I really do. I think it's going to be a low-scoring blowout game, like a 21-3 New England wins.
Okay. I think it's going to be a nail-biter, low scoring. I'm going to go 28-27.
All right. Yeah.
I don't know if those numbers make very much sense, but...
28-27?
Yeah.
That's high scoring, though.
Yeah, not really.
No, that's way over the over. That game, I bet you that over under is like set at like I didn't even look at it yet, but
I bet it's 45.
All right, so 28-27. I'll tell you what, if it's exactly right, I will give you a fucking $1,000 just for fun.
Okay.
If you're right, and if I'm right, you got to give me $1,000. 21-3.
Okay.
Perfect. Done.
Okay.
All right.
Deal.
Scooty Wilson and Bob Menery, the two guys, we're just here. This is a small business here. Scotty's pounding on the camera. Bob, I just flew back in here, and we got this podcast going again. Next episode, we promise you, will come Thursday. We always go 1 week, 2 week, 1 week, 2 week, whatever. We have one coming out with Kyle Pitts. You don't know. We're bringing in a new co-host. Just for the time being. Aaron might come back. We don't know. I love the kid, but we're just playing around. We're just doing whatever you guys want. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Obviously, if you can, rate it 5 stars. It helps us. Right now, we're not sinking ads into this thing, but probably coming up soon. We'll need to keep the lights on, so we'll put some ads behind that. You know, our strategy going in was just like, you know, not flood the whole thing with ads in the beginning. It's just like whatever.
Pod for the people.
Pod for the people.
Pod for the people.
But not for long. We need to make money.
Got to make some type of dough. Got to keep the lights on. But hey, also, if you guys want to watch the full YouTube version, it's on youtube.com/Bob Menery.
Are they even on there, Scott? Are we even putting them on there?
Yeah, they're fully on.
Okay, cool.
Nelk episode's on.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, good. And don't judge me for anything I did in the Nelk episode. It was just, you know, you gotta adjust by who the guest is, like I said.
I think it's the first time anyone's ever seen Harry Potter smoke a cigarette. So
yeah, no, I don't smoke either. I'm
breaking ground on the Zap podcast.
Very anti-smoking, as for everybody else should, whatever. When it comes to Dibby Bombers, not so much. But all right, everybody, that's it. The end of the episode is now. It was a pleasure. We thank you so much for the support. We are working our butts off over here to try and keep everybody's minds off of, well, it's not there anymore, the election. It's gone. Off of politics, off everything else that might be going on. Just giving you a little bit of an hour to step outside and just chill with us. Love you guys so much. Take care.
Later, guys.
Slug bones, I'm ripping my goose.